Update on the other half of the brackets, guys. It looks like Armani 2-0'd Yonghua. That's, I'd say in most scenarios, not something I would have seen coming, but again, Armani's been really good in the OlimoLeague. The winner of this then will fight against a Zerg player in the finals. And if this continues at the rate it is, we might just have a TVZ Grand Finals, and I'd be okay with that. But at the same time, it's one of the few ZVZs I could get behind, I could look forward to. But back in action here for the OlimoLeague. Semifinals match underway. It's a best of 3 and currently spawning down 1 at the moment. In the top left corner of the map, it is going to be Dead Pixels, red Zerg player True.
In the bottom right, as the blue Terran. It's fantasy.
Speaking of, are you talking about being skinny and bending over in chat? Segue. No, seriously, what did I miss?
They're talking about how like the anime pictures don't look anything like me.
Oh. What's the thing? It's like a chibi. It's an anime. It's not supposed to look anything like you. That's called a character.
It's like... No, but like, let's be real here. I just said like, you know, whatever when you showed me it because, you know, whatever. But yours has like your personality. You're like, you know, you're doing something really goofy and it's like cool. Mine is just like shy Animu Desu.
Well, maybe there should be more than one picture of you on the internet for me to like give an artist's reference for next time.
What? It's not about the picture you gave her. It's about the personality you gave her, or she gave me, I guess.
Becca.
You should have told her to draw me like a tsundere.
No, I should have done is got her to draw you like Homer Simpson strangling Bart, and I'll put my head where Bart's would be.
Oh, why didn't you? Please.
That's actually a really good question. Mistakes were made. But, okay, so on seriousness, getting back on topic here, guys. True, down 1 of the series. The problem with that first game, though, is, like, it's not just that True lost. It's, like, the devastation that just happened was as a Terran player, even I was disgusted. Like, those Hellions did so much damage. She was caught so off guard. So, I guess, tunnel vision distracted by that medevac. I mean... Oh, lots of things just went bad that game, but I think from start to finish, one of the craziest things was Fantasy picking up so many Overlords in the early game. Again, it was not like an ever supply block, True, and it wasn't that devastating, but I mean, that just kind of demonstrates the control Fantasy has over this game just from the get-go.
Yeah. The good news is that this is a much longer map and a much, you know, longer position, so getting those Hellions as fast as they did over there isn't going to be quite as effective, but it still isn't like, you know, that drop, that build order that Fantasy did is just very powerful. You could certainly still open up that way and be perfectly fine, even if it doesn't do enormous amounts of damage.
I mean, the extra Hellions layered in there, I mean, it's more than 6, and that's, okay, maybe something to talk about, but I mean, really, that wasn't anything too crazy outside of what would be most regular openings, man. But, just so you guys know, because we do know WCS has, of course, going to be starting up here in about 38 minutes, guys. We will be finishing the OlimoLeague out full, we'll be guessing the finals. It's a best of 5 and all these wonderful things. And we will be hosting WCS after. So if you guys want to stick around and make sure you enjoy our chat, if you do enjoy it, you can continue enjoying it. You can continue earning part 2, so all these other wonderful things when WCS kicks off. So again, thank you guys for joining us for the OlimoLeague this morning, supporting this wonderful weekly event. I didn't talk about it before, so I'm going to bring it up again just as we get a bit of downtime. Remember, guys, check out that Patreon program. You might be like, Rifkin, why are you pushing this so hard? I'm so sick of hearing it, but it's because Olivia OlimoLeague, she recently unlocked a lot, or not unlocked, but I guess created a lot of new milestones for the tournament. And one of those milestones means Base Rate TV actually gets paid to cast a little bit. So I'm gonna push this shamelessly until we meet that goal, because it would be really cool to like get paid for casting. Something Zombie Rob and I are not accustomed to.
I'm gonna be a little like, you know, cooler and say that I would just really be excited if the Koreans got good money from this.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, truthfully, I'd love to see a $100 prize pool for the weekly before we actually make any money, but I still...
There is a $100 prize pool for the weekly.
Or, well, sorry, I mean $100 for first place.
I knew what you meant. I was just being...
Thanks.
Textually.
No, it's good. You corrected me on information. I don't want to give up misinformation.
Yeah. Oh, Fantasy's gonna go for the tank drop. Okay,
so we don't see this often. And this is actually, you know, what was it when Ryung did this? It cost him the game.
Yeah.
So this can be a bad move, but in most cases it ends up working really well. What it's going to do, guys, is get this tank over here really quick, drop it right here, and you kind of like what we saw Supernova do on Overgrowth to Fantasy, is what we're going to see Fantasy do versus True, where you snipe off the gas, you're going to deny about half the mineral lines, and you can't break through. It takes so long to chew those rocks down.
Yeah. And then in the case of Ryong, the Azure just counterattacks and he's dead. So.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
I mean,
god! And
Ryong-
Shrew is preparing for it.
Ryong
Ew.
didn't have like a defense. I mean, like if Fantasy gets like a bunker down and the depots aren't down, you know, counterattack's not like an auto win, but it is like a I needed defense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so True is probably getting this Baneless just for the defense of any type of early drop. So again, the 6 Marine, 4 Heli, whatever. That's what people have been getting, to defend against it, earlier Baneling nests. But because he's getting the Baneling nest, that also does open up the opportunity to go ahead and do that counterattack. That might be devastating. It really depends on how he wants to deal with this drop. Again, taking on the rocks and getting to it's going to take forever, so that's not really an option, but maybe giving up just giving up the natural gas. It seems like such a big, thing to give up,
Actually,
though.
it's funny, though, because he didn't actually take the gas yet, so he's not... So he's not going to lose that, I guess, but at the same time, he's never going to take that, not anytime soon. Marines providing the high ground vision here with the medevac. It's really important he actually does not lose this to the Queens. The Marines going to be able to pick up a drone or two, and that's really cool, but the medevac's everything he needs for that tank to actually shoot things.
He's gonna take on the medevac, and without anything up here, there's no high ground vision.
Yeah, now he's just got like an awkward tank. Like, what's he going to do, scan? Like, oh yeah, he does! Okay. Nothing to really get for this, though. Maybe if you target fire the low Queen. And
the Lings are going for a counterattack.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what we said
please.
before. Like, Fantasy, he's got a bunker up. That's actually the worst bunker I've ever seen. That should be on the inside of that wall.
But True is gonna have Banelings if he wants to, anyways.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, I just look at this in like the surface area to repair.
Fantasy got another tank, was willing to continue the attack, but I guess he saw the counterattack and said nope.
All right, so it's looking good here for the defense. Another bunker comes down even behind this. Love this choice. So, there's no Banelings in play yet, but is he gonna go save that other tank? That'd be really cool.
Oh, he's trying to. Tank has to.
Scan goes down. Oh! Almost so many drones there. True. Oh, that transfer. Oh, zombie grub that transfer though.
That almost cost him like 10 drones right there.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. Third CC on the way for Fantasy behind this. So he's not exactly screwed. Looks like the medevac's actually just gonna do high ground vision rather than trying to save it and get it out of here. Not a bad choice.
So many queens.
These rocks are, I mean, this is what I was talking about. Like, even with this many, like, Lings are on it, Queens are on it, these rocks are gonna take forever to go down. And even then, he just picks the tank and leaves once it gets down to, like, the red.
Yeah, this has forced out a lot more Lings than True wanted to do. It's only, I mean, only at 60 drones is not bad, but, in another situation, he would have already been up to, 70, 75. And now the tank just gets picked up and leaves.
I think, can't he put the tank over here at the third and siege up that mineral line too?
Yes, you can. But Lings can actually get there, so it's usually not worth it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, actually, that's not good as Fantasy, but that's correct.
Oh my god, it's True versus Fantasy. How did we not get on this? Isn't that what, Troll Biscuit made a joke about?
I don't know what was the joke.
Oh no, that's the life. No, never mind. Wrong Zerg player. Wrong joke to be made here.
Okay. I wasn't following the joke anyways. So I'll just be that guy who awkwardly laughs and pretends to get the joke.
Is this the real life? Or is it just...
Oh, is this just Fantasy? Yeah, he actually posted the Team Liquid thread.
Yeah, but it's, it's not the true life, so it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, we have a big drop looking to abuse those rocks. Now, the rocks were taken down, but it's still a choke that they have to funnel through.
I kind of feel like dropping at the third would be better, or even just here on the low ground and sieging up
that
that third.
doorbell?
I mean, there's still areas he can abuse surface area here. Make no mistake, guys.
Is that my trophy?
Your trophy? What?
I wonder if that was the doorbell.
Yo, you should go see if that was the trophy for... Those who don't know, we actually made a legit trophy for our new tournament. But, yeah, things are in a fantastic spot here. And even with Banelings coming in, I think this is not going to be easy.
Oh, he just found him. He found him. Well, he's going to focus fire them as they come out. Like, it's going to be absolutely terrible against two tanks.
Slow Banelings. Tanks denying this third really nicely.
I've never seen someone get so much damage. I mean, the last time we saw it was Ryong, and he just got clobbered. So it's been a while since we've seen so much damage done by abusing a map like this.
Yeah. Middle of the map, though, still looking for a way to get around this, perhaps cutting off reinforcements. What am I just need to burrow, though? They're going to kill a lot of Lings. Banelings aren't coming in, though, but no focus fire on the Banelings just yet. Fantasy does focus fire them down. Oh, devastation.
This is one of the reasons you don't take this as a third.
Yeah.
The other reason is that even without tanks, Fantasy would still have a really good position on the low ground.
Yo,
so
he actually gets Widow Mines over here. Like, he lost the Marines coming across the map, but he actually sneaks the Widow Mines out. This is a little bit scary, though. He's putting down some bunkers, a little bit scared of this attack. There's still extra bunkers made.
Did you not realize he took a third? Like, okay, there you go. Oh, that Widow Mine! Oh, that would have been.
No, it doesn't go on anything.
How
Are
do
you
not
serious?
go off?
This is actually a little bit scary for Fantasy, but protection will clean this up. It's mostly just Zerglings at this point. He's just demolishing at the start. I don't know how to describe it better than that. Really abusing the map terrain. And guys, if you can imagine, this map actually used to be much worse. There was a lot more area you could abuse at a point. These leaders, you might be able to kill the tanks finally, but
used to be horizontal spawns. Can you imagine this is also Fantasy's third?
Yeah, I mean, well, this is just. He's playing this really well. I like that he's playing to the map. We talk about this a little bit from time to time. Like, good players will play well against another race. Great players will play to the strengths of the map. And that's exactly what we see Fantasy doing right now. Tanks are on, what, 23 kills on one, 45 on the other. Holy
True's trying to make up for the lack of roaches by getting roaches now. And in fact, he even committed a little bit by getting their speed. He might be looking to go for that one very powerful roach baneling attack, but he's losing so much.
He loses the entire mineral line at the third, or the fourth.
He's gonna have to just try and do the all-in.
Oh, these Woodmines on the low ground. What are they gonna do? Not gonna be anything here versus roaches. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. They do get some nice shots off of the tank. The tanks have already paid for themselves. If you have a siege tank with 45 kills on it, it's gotten its worth.
Yep. Those queens, last two queens died to the Marines, and the drop's still going strong in the main.
He already cleared out that fourth. Queen's gonna die over here. Resources lost isn't exactly out of control, but the damage that Fantasy has done, like, okay, the drone count is low, but more than that, what little drones there were denied mining for so long.
Yeah. Fantasy, well, I guess he's really holding up that terrorist nickname right now. Like, True has never gotten a moment to breathe here.
This has been pretty crazy, just the way it's been laid down here, but Fantasy is now coming across the map with reinforcements. Do keep in mind, Fantasy's been playing with a very small select amount of units on this side of the map for quite some time. Now he's starting to get his rally up with 8 Marines and Marauder 2 Woodmines at a time. His damage is going to just be out of control. I mean, I guess he's behind on upgrades, but 2-2 is going to finish for this attack, so that becomes negligible.
This is a best of 5, right?
No, best of 3 semifinals. Best of 5 finals.
Okay.
It's not the monthly finals. That's where they get the extended ones.
Ah, I see. All right. So that means that if True loses here, he's out. He does get points and a little bit of cash. All semifinalists do.
Yeah. But man, it's just Queens to defend at this point. Like, where are the roaches? Where are the Zerglings he made? Over here on the left side, trying to come in from behind. Just picks up to the high ground. I mean, Fantasy lost a lot of units just now, and that kind of sucks. But this drop in the main, still going. Drones still getting annihilated. 53 workers have died, down to 48. And this drop in the main, well, I don't think he needed to pick up. Does decide to evacuate.
Yeah, guess he didn't want to. Well, he's up.
He just centered up that medevac.
Huh.